Lambton Mutual was formed back in 1875, and it was born out of a need. Farmers in the late 1800s had trouble finding insurance. A lot of the national carriers early in Canada did not want to touch rural property. They felt it was too risky. And so the farmers banded together and formed their own mutual insurance company. In the early days, the directors of the company actually bore personal risk. They put their personal assets on the line for the good of the company, for it to carry forward. And I'm sure at the time they had no idea what we would be today.
We've been working together since 1896 when our great-grandfather became one of the first agents for Lambton Mutual. Now 4 different generations have worked with Lambton Mutual. We've been pleased to keep the tradition going forward with our generation.
My husband's grandfather and great-grandfather, they were both board members at the early start of Lambton Mutual. So I think it's kind of interesting that we can keep the family name going into the 150th year of Lambton Mutual.
I was very proud to be asked to be a director on the board, and I've been involved with a lot of organizations, but this was one of the finest I was involved with.
When I first started with Lambton, they had just converted to computers. We went from pulling files and now we're completely paperless. The number of staff has tripled. I think we had 6 or 8 at the time when I started, and now we're over 40.
Lambton Mutual really is Lambton County and surrounding area, and if we've gone this far in 150 years, it truly shows also what we mean to the community.
It's huge. There's not many community organizations, especially in a small area like this, that have been around for 150 years.
We're quite proud that we've made it this far, from a little farmhouse outside of Watford to this big building. It's a big achievement.
It's always been a neighbor helping neighbor philosophy that we've had here. I think this company will be here for another 100 years, you know.
It's remarkable. When I think back and I look back at the early minutes, the risk that those people took to form the company in the manner that they did and have it flourish, it's astounding to me.